Thank you for joining on our devotions. And we've been on our sermon series. Your best life is yet to come. So I really want you to think about what it is God wants you to do this year, getting started. So we're looking at where there is passion, there is a purpose. So this week I was talking about paying the price, putting in the hard work. Well, you're not going to be able to do that unless you have passion. But you can't have any passion unless you have a purpose. Remember, it's to honor God. And you can honor God with your great success. People will look up to you. You can help them. Also, they will listen to you when you talk to them about how God helped you do this. Also, you do it for others that you can help them. So many good things here. Okay, make a plan and follow it. Anybody can make a goal. Okay, but you guys sit down and got to make a plan. Okay, but then you got to follow it. Okay, that's hard work. I'm going to say it. Look here. Proverbs 16:3 says, commit your work unto the Lord, and your plans will be established. What's that saying? If you work towards the goal that you've committed unto God, and Pastor Sam's going to be talking about doing this by faith. So you have a goal, and you commit your work unto the Lord, believing that you can do this. It says God, He'll establish your plans. He's going to make these plans work. Look, goal setting is specific objectives. It cannot be vague. Okay, so you got to be direct. So I want to encourage you to be stretchable. You got to be bendable. You can't get discouraged. But I want you to start setting dates. I'm going to start on this date. Okay, then you missed the date. Okay, well, set the date up again as close as you can. You keep doing that. Okay, and you're working along and you're having your plans and you think, well, in 6 months or 1 year, I want to be here. Well, let's say you don't quite make it. Well, that's okay. Push it back a little bit. Okay, but keep setting the dates. I'm telling you, this works. Like, don't get discouraged. Don't throw in the towel. Just keep on moving and doing it. But it can't be vague. You don't tell somebody when you mean it, oh, hey, we should get together sometime. And they go, yeah, we should get together sometime. And guess what? You never get together, right? Okay, you say, why don't we get together this Saturday? I'll meet you for lunch at 1 p.m. You see, you got to be specific about this. Okay, look in Luke 14, verse 28. It said, for which of you desiring to build a tower does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it? Okay, so you got to sit down and say, what's this going to cost me? Now, some dreams, some great goals, it's going to cost you a lot of money and a lot of work. Okay, now, you can do whatever it was that God put in your heart, but you got to know what you're up against, because some goals take 5 years, 10 years. 20 years. I have set goals for 25 years. Okay, and I fulfilled those goals. Okay, but you got to follow the steps. And you have to know it's going to be a long road, and not maybe easy. Look here. You have to fall in love with the big goal. Okay, you have to fall in love with the idea of what you're going to do. So let me give you an idea here. So when I was very, very young, I had set up a plan, a business plan, while I'm doing God's work. I made a big plan of what I wanted to do for God in God's work. Then I made a separate plan. Let me show you how this works. I made a separate plan for my family because we always struggled. And we lived very, very modestly, which was fine. And we were very happy. But I wanted in the future to help my children in college. I had no idea that one day I was going to have a very sick son, and I was going to have to really, really help there, and financially. Okay, so I made this really big plan on the side. It was a very long-range, big plan. Well, I followed what I'm teaching you, and it worked for the church and for myself. Now, the only thing I'm ashamed of, I should have made bigger plans for the church. Okay, so that's where your faith comes in. Look here in Psalms 127:1. It says, unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. You read the rest of the verse here, but God has got to be in what you are doing. So you got to rely upon God. Look, keep going. Everything you need will come to you right at the perfect time. So let's get moving. Let's trust in the Lord. He will provide for you every step of the way if you believe.